Now we've got this bizarre footage that Jose Andres Lopez sent in. It comes from a security camera that caught a worker heading home after his shift ended. The camera was positioned right in that spot where it managed to record what happened next. Just watch this. Here's what's really weird. Even though this worker swears he didn't run into anybody on his way out, he says he definitely heard someone's voice whispering right next to his ear. That's exactly why you see him turn around and look behind him like that. You can see it happening, right? Afterwards, he went and asked to check the security footage because he wanted to figure out what really happened. But instead of getting answers, he ended up seeing this completely unexplainable image that still bothers him today. So what do you think? Is what we're seeing here just some dust floating around in the air? Or could this actually be some kind of spirit trying to make contact with him? Drop your theories in the comments. This video was shared by Caxlin01, who tells us that after moving into what he describes as one of the most haunted houses he ever experienced, things started to fall apart rather quickly. The man shared lots of poltergeist encounters with his viewers, but at a certain point he was sure that the spirit of a little child liked to manifest ever so often to scare him even more. The reasons are unknown. This was one of the latest recordings that he shared with his viewers. Is it possible that we are actually seeing the spirit here? It almost looks a bit too perfect in my opinion, and makes me think of the works of a similar channel. But who knows? I wasn't there after all. A YouTuber who goes by NM Ghost Hunter runs a paranormal investigation channel, and according to him, his own home is haunted. He's been filming inside the house for a while now, posting clip after clip of things he says he can't explain. For these videos, he places static cameras in different rooms and just lets them record. It doesn't usually take long before something strange shows up on the footage.
Yes or no? You're evil, flick the light again.
Down in the basement, the overhead lights suddenly start switching themselves on and off. Moments later, a metal rod launches upward toward the ceiling with no explanation. Another day, the whole family was gone. Nobody was home. When NM Ghost Hunter reviewed the security footage later, he found something unsettling. The television in the living room was rocking back and forth violently, completely on its own. When he saw it, he says, it left him more than a little disturbed. Later that same day, it happened again, this time with him watching directly.
What's wrong? What's wrong, Charlie? Oh, TV's going. Here we go. Why is TV going? There's no one back there.
The TV starts rocking again, and he walks up to it on camera to investigate what's happening. He carefully checks behind it, runs his hand all the way around the screen, and demonstrates there's nothing pulling it, no hidden wires, and no one crouched down out of view. After that incident, he was both creeped out and determined to prove the skeptics wrong. He wanted solid evidence that no one could dispute, so he set up 3 separate cameras, all aimed directly at the TV from different angles, each one recording simultaneously.
Okay, so we got the TV going. Just gonna show behind the TV, there's nothing there. And the TV is rocking. Again, there's absolutely nothing there. No one back there.
Multiple camera angles from 3 different positions capture the television continuously, rocking back and forth without any explanation. He methodically circles around the area once more, clearly showing that the space behind it is completely empty. But this television wouldn't be the last strange occurrence he managed to document that night. This time, the refrigerator door is the target. It swings on its own, slamming open and shut before stopping abruptly. A few days pass, then the activity starts escalating. A set of keys suddenly flies off the top of a bookshelf. Then a drawer slides out from the TV stand. A framed picture on the wall starts swinging. The camera itself begins to shake. Another picture tilts up and down rapidly before it falls and hits the floor. At the exact same moment, a book launches off the shelf across the room. The camera shakes violently and crashes to the floor. And days afterward, footage from his kitchen reveals something strange. A large bowl rocks back and forth on the counter, then lifts up into the air repeatedly, rising higher each time. On the final drop, it slams down hard enough to shatter into several pieces. This was the first broken object, but it certainly wouldn't be the last. In the garage, the camera catches objects being hurled across the room by something that isn't visible. A few nights later, whatever's doing this moves back inside the main house. Cabinet doors in the kitchen start opening and slamming shut on their own. Then dishes and containers inside one of the cabinets get thrown out onto the floor. A dish rack tips over and crashes down. Items scattered on the ground slide in different directions, and then the lid of a trash bin goes flying out of another cupboard. And that was only the beginning of what happened in that kitchen. This time it's daytime, and the cabinet's open again. Something gets thrown out so hard it flies across the room and smashes a framed photo hanging on the opposite wall. About 2 weeks after that, a camera in a different part of the house records something new. Everything looks normal inside the home at first. Then, without warning, every door in the place, including the front entrance, slams open all at once. A few days go by, and that's when things take a turn. A vacuum rolls itself out into the middle of the room and switches on, moving like someone's pushing it. Nobody's there. A few nights after that, the camera's back in the kitchen. Just like before, a cabinet flies open and food spills out, hitting the floor. But now there's something new, a heavy pounding sound that just keeps going. Then, one after another, the drawers start sliding open on their own. Eventually, the situation becomes too much for NM Ghost Hunter, who makes the difficult decision to relocate in search of peace and quiet. And initially, things seem calm. But several months later, the strange and unsettling phenomena he truly believed he'd left behind start happening once more. In the new kitchen, a cabinet door shakes violently, almost like something's trapped inside, trying to escape. The thing is, it's not even locked. NM Ghost Hunter walks over and pulls it open. Nothing inside. But the banging doesn't stop, even with the door wide open. And then whatever's been following him does something that's somehow worse.
What do you want? What do you want? What do you want with me? Come on, answer! What do you want with me? Not gonna answer me. What do you want?
A loud crash sends NM Ghost Hunter running to his daughter's bedroom. When he gets there, he sees two large stuffed bears sitting on a high shelf, and both of them are moving. He's clearly had enough at this point, and he asks out loud what it wants from him. No answer. The whole time he's standing there, the bears just keep shifting around by themselves. He announces he's going to the car. Outside, a patio chair suddenly levitates before slamming back down completely on its own. In another clip, the tall cabinet doors shake violently and repeatedly with a rattling sound. When he pulls them open to check, there's absolutely nothing inside. This last clip was recorded late at night, nearly a month later. NM Ghost Hunter wakes up to more loud sounds coming from somewhere in the house. He grabs his phone and gets up to see what's going on.
What do you want? Why are you here? Are you ever going to leave? Are you ever going to leave? Are you ever going to leave? Are you ever going to leave me alone? Come on, answer. Are you ever going to leave? What do you want?
Loud banging erupts through NM Ghost Hunter's house, accompanied by eerie laughter and guttural growling that seems to surround him from every direction. He searches room to room, desperate to locate the source, but finds nothing. Only those chilling sounds continuing to echo through the shadowy spaces all around him. Frustrated beyond his breaking point, he yells firmly into the empty house, and leave him alone. The answer he gets is chilling. Layered, mocking laughter like a sinister chorus, along with banging sounds echoing from the darkness all around him. The clips uploaded by NM Ghost Hunter have gotten a serious reaction from viewers. A lot of people in the comments say he's brave for even staying in the house, and several are telling him to get the place blessed before things escalate further. A TikTok user named Wade believes he's being followed by something inside his house. One day, he made the decision to position a recording device in one of his rooms and left it running for an extended period. The footage it captured while he was away turned out to be genuinely unsettling. Wade heads down the hallway and out of frame. A few seconds pass. Then a dark silhouette wearing a wide-brimmed hat steps into view, moving slowly as if searching for something, following the exact path Wade just took. The comment section on this video turned into a full debate. A lot of people insist the shadow matches something called the Hatman, a figure reported in sleep paralysis and paranormal accounts. One user, Rob, even commented that he used to see a Hatman standing in his bedroom when he was younger. Some flat out accused Wade of editing it for views. So what's your take? Real shadow entity? Or staged for attention? Reddit user Confusion shared surveillance footage from inside his house. While he was preparing to leave for his job that morning, his security camera picked up something very peculiar. Notice the left side of the screen. As Confusion walks through the kitchen, a shoe suddenly appears in midair and drops to the floor. It doesn't fall from anywhere visible, it just materializes. According to Confusion, the footage hasn't been tampered with. He's watched it back frame by frame, checked the file for edits, and still can't figure out where the shoe came from or how it showed up in that exact spot while he was standing just a few feet away. The comment section is full of people trying to work it out. Some think it's genuine. Others aren't so sure. Either way, no one's come up with a solid explanation yet. If you've got a theory, go ahead and drop it below. BakuDD uploaded this video after his family experienced repeated sightings of shadow figures around their home. Despite the frequency of these encounters, they tried ignoring what they saw, unwilling to accept any kind of paranormal explanation. Then one afternoon, his daughter was messing around on her phone when she filmed something she wasn't expecting.
近の家を風呂みたいなトイレ
If you look at the footage, there's a figure standing completely still at the far end of the hall. It's dark, almost like a silhouette, and some people think it looks like a woman wearing a long black dress. The shape is only visible for a moment, just long enough for her to notice it, and by the time the camera swings back around, it's already gone. When BakuDD uploaded the video 12 years ago, it got a lot of attention. Plenty of viewers said they thought it was genuine, that he really did capture a shadow figure on film. Whether you believe that or not is up to you. Sabia L runs a YouTube channel out of the Netherlands, and for a while she was posting some pretty strange footage from her own home. Things she couldn't explain. Then, about 2 years ago, the uploads just stopped. Her followers started asking questions, especially because one of her last videos showed something disturbing. She woke up one night and saw the light across the hall turning itself on and off. She got up to check it out, walked into the room, and found it completely empty. She says there's only one switch in that room, and it's loud when you flip it. Loud enough that she would have heard it from her bed. But she didn't hear anything. The switch hadn't been touched. Nobody was in there. And then things got even stranger. After hearing knocking sounds, she returned to the room with her camera. A dark figure briefly appeared in the doorway, and simultaneously, the hanging lights began swinging as if someone brushed past them. Even assuming it's staged, several details remain unexplained. When she went back in to check the room again, the figure was gone. Completely. So, where did it go? And what exactly did the camera catch? Some people in the comments tried to explain it. Maybe the wiring was bad, or the switch was shorting out. But according to Sabia, she had the switch looked at, and it was working fine. This particular segment concludes without any clear or definitive explanation being provided for the bizarre and unsettling activity that viewers witnessed in the footage, leaving many questions unanswered about what actually transpired during the recording and why such strange phenomena occurred on camera in the first place. Three friends in Norway decided to test out a homemade Ouija board, and someone was recording when they sat down to play.
Ok, nå har jeg begynt. Har du begynt? Hva skal vi begynne med? Hva skal vi si først? Hei? Åh, vet du, jeg tør ikke å stå og sette meg. Jeg skal liksom si god dag eller hei. Julie, skal man si hei først? Åh, nå sa jeg lyst. Ja, jeg tror... dere må liksom invitere den da, på en måte. Ja, vi må si hei da, hilse. Ok. Stav, hei. Ja. Hei. Det går ikke da. Det var det mye da. Fy faen, ass. Du sa jo at det skulle være kult. Ta ned på god dagen. Det ser jeg ikke. Shit. Kødder du nå? Ok, vet du hva? Nå kan jeg få gå hjem, eller? Du kan ikke gå hjem? Nei, jeg tør ikke å gå hjem. Jeg tør ikke å gå nå. Ta det bort, da. Jeg tør ikke å ha det her nå. Ja, men dere, nå faen, nå er jo han, nå er ånden her da. Nå må dere... Ja, velkommen etter av banen. Tenk hvis han kommer og tar meg da. Fy faen, jeg sitter alene. Faen, og så sitter vi i vinduet også. Hallo, hva skal vi si nå? Jeg fortsetter ikke nå. Jo, kom igjen da. Jeg fortsetter, jeg er ikke kjempegøy. Kan dere følge meg hjem, eller? Det er sant. Kan du... Hallo. Jeg skulle aldri vært med på dette, vet du. Herregud, hva sier? Hva sammen skal du ta meg? Vi må vite om det damer eller mann, da. Det kommer seriøst sånne lysglimt foran skjermen, altså. Det er dritkult. Nei, men vi har aldri vært med på det her før. Eller jeg har vært med på den, men liksom ikke sånn. Nå trodde jeg døra åpnet seg. Det er sykt. Herregud, det er godt. Skal du fortsette nå, synes jeg? Hva skal vi ta med? Det er det med meg! Kom igjen da! Hallo, vi må fortsette. Ok. Vi tar vi oss et her nå. Skal vi gi det sammen? Ok. 1, 2, 3. Gi oss et tegn. Ja. helvete, hele den driten ringer jo. Åh, sjekka.
So, if there's one thing we can learn from that video, it's that when you're messing with the ghosts and a Ouija board, never say it's not working, or worse, give us a sign. Was this an actual session where they made contact with the other side, or just a bunch of girls trying to play pranks? What do you think? Six years after filming this clip, a woman named Meg decided to post it online. She'd recorded it the morning after her cousin's wedding, when he was still knocked out on the couch from the night before. It was supposed to be a harmless joke, but when she went back and watched the footage later, she realized something else had been captured in the frame.
It doesn't matter. If Katerina were standing here instead of me, if it were she asking you, why?
For just a second, someone appears in the doorway behind him. Then they're gone. Meg says the only people in the house that morning were her and her brother, and that room was supposed to be empty. But what really stands out is how the figure looks. The way it moves doesn't seem right. The lower half of its body looks almost transparent, and its hands shift in a strange, jerky motion. Meg claims she didn't see or hear anything unusual while she was filming. So if no one else was there, what shows up in that doorway? And why does it vanish so fast?